Thorbjørn, welcome to the Media Centre. The last man to qualify for Team Europe just a few short weeks ago. Can you just describe your emotions after main in Denmark?
Yeah, it was a tough couple of weeks. I would say, especially in Denmark, just a different kind of pressure I haven't tried before. Really, I was trying just to think about winning the tournament and making a good result, but with the media and stuff, it was very difficult for me not to think about the Ryder Cup, and I found myself in that first round just too many thoughts in my head, and it was very difficult to play. But then it slowly got better and better, and I think it was just it was nice to know how I react in those situations. So I think it was a good learning experience, and obviously come Sunday afternoon and seeing that I actually qualified was very, very firstly relief, and then just very exciting, and really happy. And obviously Thomas was there also to congratulate me, and just a really special feeling.
And now that you're here at the Golf National as part of Team Europe, what's it like in that team room as a rookie?
It's been great. Obviously we are a few rookies, so that's maybe made it a bit easier for me, but I think all the experienced guys has been great, and so far we've had so much fun. So it's been pretty easy to get into the team, I feel like.
Okay, we'll open it up to questions. Go mic 3.
What's your first memories of the Ryder Cup, and what exactly does it mean to you to be playing in the Ryder Cup?
I think when I got here on Monday and I just saw all the guys and we met up in the team room for the first time, I think that's probably when I realized I'm here. And before that, I felt like I was very relaxed. Didn't think too much about it, but then it hit me when I got here. On Monday.
Mic 1, please.
Sorry, first memory.
Yeah, that was my first memory of the Ryder Cup, and obviously it's very special to be a part of. It's something I've watched since I was 7-8 years old. So standing here now and being a part of the team is just a special feeling, and I guess a very proud moment for myself.
Mic 1 in the middle.
Thorbjørn, hi. You know Thomas better than anyone in the team. You guys have a really great friendship that goes back a long way. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? And can you tell us how much you wanted to make this team for your first Ryder Cup once he was announced as captain?
Yeah, so, I mean, ever since I got on the European Tour, Thomas sort of took me under his wing and was a little bit of a mentor for me. And then, we got really close friends ever since. Done a lot of different stuff together, and just spent a lot of time off the golf course. Not about golf, but just being really good friends. So obviously 2 years ago, when he got announced captain, and also being in Paris and stuff, it was definitely a big goal for me to try to achieve this and be a part of this team. That's why I feel like it's a really proud. I'm really proud of myself, of the way I handled things this summer and kept on going, and just been really proud of that.
We'll stay on mic 1.
Thorbjørn, it seemed like you were a pretty popular guy last night in the picture with all of the ladies. Can you explain the genesis and how that picture came about last night?
Yeah, I didn't know. Obviously on my own this week, but the guy said it's a tradition, so obviously I had to jump in there and take that beautiful picture. So I was a pretty happy man for a few minutes.
Mic 3 on the right.
So Thorbjørn, you were in Hazeltine, sort of driving Thomas's buggy. What can you sort of tell us from that? Any secrets you learned, or just what you learned from that experience that might help you this week?
Well, first of all, it's the toughest job I've ever had, for sure. Driving Thomas as captain was buggy was was difficult. He was very demanding, so I was running around. No, it was a great experience for me. You know, seeing behind the scenes, seeing what the captains do, vice captains, realize how tough of a job they actually have to pick the teams, and you know, standing on the first tee, seeing all that, I think is a good experience, and I think it can only help me for this week.
Mike 4 at the back.
Hi, Thorbjørn. You mentioned Hazeltine helping you for the first tee nerves. Is there any sense that Himmeland Hill will help your sort of experience of being in front of so many people?
Well, I think definitely this year at Silkeborg, I think that will help me because, like I said, it was a different kind of pressure, and I think I learned a lot about myself under that pressure. So I think that helps me. But yeah, playing in front of your home crowd and you know, there's a lot of pressure on you. I think that will help, but again, I think it's going to be very, very different standing there on the first tee tomorrow. I'm sure, and I'm definitely going to be very nervous, no doubt about it. But I'll try to just embrace the moment and do my best. I enjoy being nervous, so I think that's a great feeling to have. So I'm looking forward whenever I'm standing on that first tee.
Mike 2 in the middle.
Yes, Thorbjørn, you've had less time than almost anybody else to get used to the idea that you're playing this week. How do you find yourself reacting to the environment? Are you less nervous than you thought you'd be, more nervous? How do you find yourself reacting?
Well, the last 2 weeks I was sort of preparing myself for being like very nervous and, you know, being a part of this. And I think Tuesday, maybe the first practice round on the 10th tee we started on, yeah, I was nervous. As soon as I hit that first shot, I was quite relaxed, and you know, like I said before, I think the experienced guys that's been here a lot has helped a lot, and the vice captains and captain has made it easy to come into the team. So so far I've been pretty relaxed.
Have you ever been nervous on a practice round before?
Yeah, I think when I played my first major, probably the Open, and I think at Masters also in Augusta when I played my first practice round. I think when you get on the first tee, you always have that little bit of nerve, and I think that's a good feeling to have. I feel every tournament I teed up first round on the first hole, I think I always get that nerve. I know it's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be very, very different this week, but like I said, I enjoy being nervous. I think that's a great feeling.
Mike 3, please.
I feel one. You mentioned earlier that you're close friends with Thomas, and you sort of could you expand on the sort of things you do off the course with him? Because you just said you do stuff with him, but can you sort of go into a bit of detail about what you do? Is it football or any other things you do with him?
Yeah, everything. I mean, we both live in London. Go watch football. You know, dinners. Everything really. Yeah.
And I think Jim's question before was like, what's your first memory of the Ryder Cup as a youngster or off TV or something? I think that's what he was getting at.
Okay. Sorry. That's my English.
No, it's okay. So, yeah.
First memory. I think the K Club is probably what I remember the best. I was a little bit older also. I know I've seen a few before that, but I remember watching the K Club very clearly, and it was very emotional, and from what I saw, it felt like the crowds were amazing also, and it was just, for me, a special Ryder Cup.
Mike 4, Ewan.
Thorbjørn, firstly, what was the most menial errand that Thomas sent you on when you were his kart driver 2 years ago?
Sorry, say that again.
What was the most menial or strangest errand that Thomas sent you on when he was your kart driver? Or when you were his kart driver?
I don't know what the strangest thing was, but I definitely had to go into the clubhouse to get coffees a few times. and more than a few times. And it was really, really difficult to get from the course into the clubhouse. There was, especially in a European car, I think it didn't make it easier to drive back and forth, and with quite a lot of people also. So yeah, that was probably the toughest about it. I'm not sure about the strangers. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, secondly, because you have such a good friendship with Thomas, was it important for you to qualify in your own right so that there could be no accusation that he was picking you as an old pals act?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, it meant the world that I could qualify straight in, and it would have been a really tough decision for Thomas if it wasn't, because there were so many great players being outside, and yeah, I wouldn't know if I've qualified or would have got the pick or not. But yeah, I think it makes me feel better also being here as a rookie, making the team. I think I feel more confident, and yeah, I think it made it easier.
Mike 2 on the left.
We hear a lot about jokes going around in the team environment. Has anyone played a joke on you?
There's been a few good videos, yeah. There's been some, yeah, there's been quite a few jokes. Obviously, also I'm on my own, so there's been a few jokes about that. Yeah, it's been a great atmosphere. It's been a lot of fun.
Tell us more.
Sorry?
Tell us more about it.
I don't think I want to go into too much details about it, but yeah, it was funny.
Got time for 2 more. Mike 3.
Thorbjørn, is there one piece of advice that you've had this week that's been particularly helpful, and is there any senior player in particular that sort of played a leading role in helping you get ready for what's about to come?
I think the best thing is stick to your own routines and keep doing what you've done to make this team. That's what I've been trying to do these few days. Don't try to do anything differently, and don't try to overdo it. I spoke to a few different people about that. I had a nice conversation with Nicolas Colsers last week in Portugal also. Yeah, just don't be afraid to ask questions either. He was talking a lot about that. I think that's probably the 2 best advice.
Last question on Mike 4.
Thorbjørn, I'm sure Thomas has plan A, B, C, D for what's going to happen this week. But if plan A worked, have you already been told how many times he expects you to play before the singles?
I'm sure he has, yeah, a lot of different plans. No, I don't know 100% sure how many times I'm going to play. I don't.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thorbjørn, thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.